Army. So we are back for another episode of our playtest game GlyphBorn. Ah, so how are y'all liking it so far?
I'm having fun.
I mean, honestly, like the character creation and the customizability of what you can do with your characters has been so much fun so far. It lets you really pick what you want to do with your character.
That's what I was hoping for that. Uh,
I was sad about the health though.
Yeah.
th-
um, the fact that you can roll a minimum of 2
Sorry.
is kind of painful.
it is. And I I need to update the rules on that. I think we will set the will. Yeah, we'll probably end
I
up
would think
setting the
like
base. Like you start with 6, then roll a d6. You know, six or 1d6 plus 6 to start with, and then
or
whatever
even
you're.
Yeah,
or
'cause, I mean,
even
it
like
kind of hurt just starting out with only 4 when things could just sneeze on me and I'm down.
one of the things that I do in one of my games, Lee, is I do half or better. So like they still roll their dice, but if they get lower than like 3, they take 3. If they get higher than 3, they take the better.
Hmm, that's something to consider too. Yeah, the hit points being low, like overall, the hit points are not going to get outrageous, but I do have plans for um other little feats and things that will help increase all that.
And later I will send it to you. I've been coming up with some new character traits that you can pick from.
Oh, to add into the
Yeah.
the
To add
roll,
into it, yeah, to add
nice.
into it and also adjusting some of them because some of them, like the fish head and the gills, kind of, repeat. So if you get both, you don't really get an extra, you don't really get an added bonus. So there's some stuff that I changed that I'll send to you later.
As long as you didn't change the dog head, we're good.
No,
Got it.
I
That
didn't
has to
change the
stay.
dog head. No, I didn't change the dog head. Don't worry.
And
That one's funny.
and people at home are like, "The hell are they dog head?"
The goodest of good boys.
Yeah, that's funny. That might get used. Uh anyway, now that our tank is here, uh, ready to dive back in to the game itself in the world of Kel. All right. So we had, when we had last left off, we had defeated the corrupted, gotten in touch with the mayor, town guard, and ended up taking over this temple. Uh, was it Gorman's Forge? Yeah, Gormar's Forge. And y'all leveled up.
Yes, we are level 2 now.
On this particular morning, it's been Hmm?
The old what was that? What was that game? Power up.
Power up.
Alter
You.
Beast. Alter Beast.
Oh, God. I loved Alter Beast. Anyway, the sun has come up. A little chill in the air. You know, birds are singing outside.
It wouldn't be so chilly if someone would patch the hole. Oh wait, that was my job.
Yeah. How would you
I
like
was
to
gonna say
proceed with your day?
Patching the hole.
Patching the hole.
I'm gonna go to the kitchen and start making breakfast.
I need all of y'all to give me an investigation roll. As y'all have spent the last day and so just kind of going through stuff.
Swap over to this.
Sorry, what role?
Investigation.
Investigation. Okay.
Come on, Owlbear, what are you doing?
Hmm, 15 for me.
Mine is an 18.
All right,
I don't have any bonuses, so.
did anyone roll lower than a 15? I don't think so. I missed one of the rolls when it was popping up. So, in the process,
I got an 8.
oh, you got an 8? Okay. So, Tank is not the one that found this. But y'all uncovered some more of her diary.
No.
Hmm?
So,
Is that there on the side?
yep. And it is dated earlier than her previous entry. It reads, "A haunting vision has taken root in the depths of my mind, like a spectral echo of a future yet to unfold. It has plagued my thoughts and left me restless and unable to focus on anything but its enigmatic message. In my visions, I saw the town of Or's Rest, its vibrant streets cast into turmoil. The townsfolk moved like phantoms, their faces etched with fear and sorrow. They were helpless in the face of a looming darkness, a force that seemed unstoppable. A figure, a lone protector, emerged from the shadows. She was tormented, her eyes filled with a determination born of despair. She tried to shield the town from the encroaching darkness, to be its beacon of hope in its darkest hour. But the shadows clung to her, twisting her noble intent into something unrecognizable. She became a corrupted figure, a tragic defender of a town on the brink of despair. As the vision faded, I awoke with a start, drenched in cold sweat and my heart racing. The weight of what I had witnessed hung heavy in the air, leaving me with more questions than answers. May the gods grant me the wisdom and the strength to uncover the truth and to confront the darkness before it threatens to consume all.
I think she went about confronting the darkness the wrong way.
So she had a dream about herself, and she didn't realize it.
All right. So as y'all are milling about your day, heading out, getting supplies to repair holes, that sort of thing, you start to hear people talking about the shadows. And then you start to hear that people are still seeing shadows.
Okay.
And that's what you're just hearing as you're passing by different areas in town.
It's a feeling that we either bought the Hellmouth or we're going to be turned into the Ghostbusters.
You bought that. That was funny. I almost spit my tea all over my keyboard. So, how would you
And then
like to
there's going to be,
proceed?
and then there's going to be some jerk that set them all loose by throwing a switch that he shouldn't have thrown.
So, what are
Do
y'all?
it this time, guys. So essentially, we patched the roof.
Which it
Found the
will
journal.
take. It will take a couple of days to. Y'all have done a makeshift patch on the roof. Actually, no.
Wizards and their
Winidar.
lightning.
Winidar.
Yeah.
I gotta look. I gotta look something. With your class. This is what I had it pulled up, and then I said, "Nah, I'm not gonna need to look at that right now." And I need to look at it right now. Come on, load. So there we are. Give me crafting rolls.
Okay. Oh, we got D20 plus. D20 plus intelligence. Okay. This ought to be good. Oh, the first one's a 16.
Oh yeah. So once you get the materials up there, you're like able to get into it and just with that and your is your engineering skill any better?
Nope, same.
Okay, yeah. So between that, you're able to get it out. You can knock out a solid patch in a day.
Cool. Now for the floor. Since he had to go through 2 levels with the lightning.
I guess while the repairs and everything are taking place, I'm gonna be, well, Elias is going to be intermittently going down to the wharf there and fishing and trying to sell what fish he does catch just to get a little bit of extra pocket money for the group.
Okay. Give me a survival roll.
I had to double check and make sure I did not have a bonus to survival. That'll be a 16.
You look at the fish that you've caught, and you have spoken with Selena Thistledown. She is the one that owns the fish and fur trader. And the amount of money that she offers would roughly be the equivalent of food that you could buy with the fish that you have. Like, the fish and the money that you would make are going to be quality-wise the same to you. So you can take the money to buy everyone a meal, enough to buy everyone a meal, or take the fish and feed everyone.
Well, I hope everybody likes fish then. I'll take the fish with me
Yeah,
back to the house.
but in that, you do hear people talking. In fact, Selena also mentions that she saw the shadow, and then her grandmother's brooch was missing.
And this is just like overhearing her talking about this?
Yeah, just as casual conversation that's happening in her shop.
All right, well, I do want to inquire more about that then.
Yes?
Well,
I offered you what? That's the money? You want the money or the fish?
yes, no, it's not about the money or the fish.
Oh,
I heard something about shadows. You were talking with one of the other
oh,
patrons here about
yeah.
shadows?
Yeah, them shadows is something. I was getting ready for bed just last night, and I seen one in the house, and was upstairs. As soon as I saw it, I jumped a little bit, made a little noise, and when I looked again, it was gone. But this morning, my grandma's brooch was missing.
I mean, I know my group and I were chasing shadows a few days ago now, before everything happened at the church.
I know. I thought y'all got them all.
We did too. Hopefully, we'll be able to check into this and see what's going on and get some answers.
Oh, that'd be nice of you.
But I'll let everybody know from the group what happened to you, so that way we can talk about it. And once we make a decision on it, I will come down and let you know what we decided. Okay?
Oh, okay.
All right. Have a nice day, man.
Hey, you too.
And I'll head back up to the church and relay what happened to her.
Is she offering a reward for it? What? You come and tell us the stories and you didn't ask if she's offering a reward? If there's no money in it, what's the good for it?
Did not come up, but she also did not say how valuable the brooch was.
You expect us to just go out willy-nilly and look for things that people lose? We aren't lost and found here.
I understand that. It's not a matter of looking for things that people have lost. It's dealing with the shadows.
They didn't offer
There's
me
something
any
going
extra
on
money to
with
deal
those
with these
shadows.
shadows. They didn't
I don't
come
know.
to us saying that there's anything more going on yet.
Well, this happened
Someone
just
decided
last
to
night.
make us protectors of the realm. He looks over to Tank.
I'm not saying we're protectors of the realm. I'm not saying we even have to do this. All
The
I'm
pet is
saying is
over
that
there in the background, scratching her ear.
all I'm saying is that there's something dealing with the shadows, and it's happening to Selena. And it literally happened just last night when we thought we had all of the shadows dealt with.
She's old. Maybe she just misplaced it. Or maybe someone robbed her. Who knows? I mean, no one really
Yeah.
robs anything in broad daylight. I mean, you're going to get caught. As he pushes the brazier to the side a little bit that he walked out with.
Yeah, I'm still wondering how you managed to pull that one off.
Skills. I told him it was mine.
You got lucky.
All I'm saying is it couldn't hurt to look, especially since it's dealing with the shadows, and we thought we had closed the portal for the shadows that was here.
So you want to open it back up again? Look what
No, I'm
happened
not
to her when
saying
she was playing with it.
I'm not saying to open up the portal again.
And if
I'm
you
saying
put another hole in my roof,
with what, my rapier? I'm not exactly a giant here, bud.
You hear Tank at the background when he say my roof, ours.
I didn't see you up there fixing it. You would have fallen through with your heavy self.
Exactly.
And
That's
then
why
that
we
would
have
be
you.
another hole.
Hey, I was
God, I
fixing
love this
something
role
in the
playing
house.
so
I was
much.
getting us food.
So, Angel, what are you doing when they're all yelling at each other?
She's over there just scratching behind her ear. Just watching.
she's having the time of
She's
her
using
life right now.
she's using
She's
her right
laughing her
leg
ass
too,
off.
right? She's not using her
Yeah.
hand. She's scratching like
No,
with that
scratching like a
image.
dog or
Yeah,
something.
with that image, I can just see it.
So she's just watching it all go down, but at the same time doesn't completely understand what's going on. Just
Okay.
exists.
Will someone please wash that thing? It probably has fleas. We don't want the whole house infested.
She's actually not dirty.
Well, no, it's-
All right. So y'all playing just hanging out on the day? Do y'all have any other plans for anything y'all are wanting to accomplish during this day?
I'd be happy just fixing the floor and fixing the roof. Or at least patching it up good enough that I can fix it better later.
Okay. Floor is actually
and
easier to
I'm
do than
helping
the
him.
roof.
And I'm actually helping him.
Yeah.
In the floors, not the roof.
All right. Well, then y'all all bed down for the evening after enjoying some nice fish and awaken the next morning to a beating on the door to the church. continually pound. Somebody is pounding on the door.
He grumbles as he goes out. What do you want?
I need to speak to you.
I'm here.
Captain sent me over. She
Okay.
she
And
needs
the
to.
message is?
She needs you to come over. She needs to talk to you. I'm guessing, and whatever else is written on this note.
Can you hear me? Okay.
There we go. Yep.
Great.
Oh,
Now we're being
I got some
summoned.
coffee this morning.
He waves to let. See, this is all your fault, Tank. Now we're being summoned. He takes the note, breaks the seal, and opens it up to read it.
Says, I'd like to see you in my office as soon as possible. Signed, Captain Ilara Stoneguard.
You're not even in the army, and I'm taking orders from a captain.
Okay, yesterday I was trying to melt glass into sand on the beach, see if it worked with magic.
Melt glass into sand or sand into glass?
Sand into glass.
Okay.
Sorry. I was so confused there.
So I don't think that's how all that works.
I mean, law of equivalent exchange
I
would
don't
work
know,
out for me,
maybe.
right?
Well, knowing how much energy the output of that, I don't think you can do it, but with your experience and the formulations you have to do out, you're like, man, this is going to take some time to produce a small amount.
Okay, well, I was
You
trying
you
to
there's a magical there's a formula shortcut that would turn the trigonometry into basic math, but you don't know which connections you need to do to find that shortcut yet.
Okay, like I said, I was just practicing, trying to see
Yeah.
if I could do it. So.
Yeah, it's literally a matter of going through the equations of how to connect the elements to do the transmutations and stuff.
Fine, we'll go without the skylight.
Yes, that's why I was trying to create glass. So.
Now the forge down the road may be able to get it hot enough.
I was trying not to pay anybody.
Yeah.
We have to find our cheapest way to make this work. Okay.
Switched.
Speaking of which, how much would materials cost to fix the hole? I'll have to remove it from my sheet.
Oh, building materials.
Oh,
I'm swapping back to the town map.
that's why
Okay.
everything disappeared.
Poof, gone.
All right. Hold on a moment. I had an epiphany.
An
Oh,
apostrophe?
Yep. Now, if my computer will just catch up with my brain.
Just struck my brain.
Okay, Flash. Okay, Flash. The basket cannot keep up with you.
Oh, no, I was going more along with Hook and Smith, Mr. Smee. I just had an apostrophe. You mean epiphany? Lightning just struck my brain. Oh, that must have hurt.
Where is...
I love that movie. It's such a good movie.
How is it called?
It's called Hook.
Hook?
It's an old one. I want to say like early '90s with Robin Williams and it's Peter Pan.
Wait, I know. Like Hook? Like the Hook? Like
Yes,
Hulk
like-
was bold and all that.
Yes,
Oh shit!
it's a really good movie.
Yes, it was.
I know. It's an old movie. It's a great movie. One of Robin Williams' best after Mrs. Doubtfire.
5 silver.
5 silver. Okay,
5
I think we
silver.
can afford 5 silver. Yeah, that's one bottle of booze that we won't have. It's amazing. We got all these building materials for the same price of the alcohol that you never drank. That cheap alcohol did not blow up like the way it was supposed to.
Oh, they didn't throw it right. Hey, did it burn? Yes, then it worked.
It was like
It
burn, not
needed a
like
little
boom.
more. It needed a little more, you know. That's how he called the man. Like, he needed a little more.
So what are your plans now?
Obviously,
Go to the captain.
gotta go to the captain.
As you
I have a feeling if we ignore the summons, bad things will happen.
Yeah.
take the hook. Take the
At Tank.
hook.
Elias is
You
just
look
gonna
at
grumble
Tank
the
and goes
entire
like,
way there.
"We have to go." You look at Tank and he said, "We have to go. You don't want to mess with
This
her."
says, this says you. You is one person.
Right.
So you can go. It
Or who
doesn't
it
say
was?
y'all.
For me? For me?
take-
Wait,
Or take a sheep.
for who it was? For me?
I don't know. He just said you.
It wasn't addressed to anyone. It just
Just
said
take a sheep.
It's definitely talking to all of us.
Exactly. You as a group need to come right now.
as you look, you can as you're yelling at the door, you can look out and see her standing across the street.
Why the heck didn't she come over? At least
She's too busy standing across the street.
You see her. She does go back inside. She's not standing there waiting for you.
Oh, just
I was
making
gonna
sure we
holler
got the
out
letter.
door.
Yeah.
You just want to come over here
Yeah.
so that way we can have some coffee.
Like the messenger would get lost going across the street.
Maybe she was making sure you didn't kill him or her.
Kill the messenger.
Yes, because you always kill the messenger. Wait, you don't kill them. Never mind.
You kill the messenger, it sends a message.
Yeah, I thought that's how it worked.
Exactly.
You always kill the messenger.
So the message is loud and clear.
Yes, this is Sparta.
So you make your way over to her, and she's got 4 or 5 people sitting like in a waiting area. And she sees y'all coming in and just waves you back.
Oh, it's nice
It
that
was
we
a-
can jump to the front of the line.
You say that when you're walking by?
Yep, I'm going to.
You see Tank just going like, sorry, sorry, sorry as he enters. He says that, and Tank is going to sorry, sorry as he enters.
You do see some people get a slightly agitated look, and then they just start addressing one of the guards. Like, why is this going on? You don't hear all of the conversation. You come into the office, she closes the door, and goes, all right, I thought Ilaria was the reason for the shadows.
I mean, that's what we thought too until I had spoken with Selena yesterday.
I mean, that was probably just a regular robbery.
Well,
You don't know that.
we've gotten reports, and she pulls up a small stack from almost everyone in town that they have seen shadows the last couple of nights disappearing, and then this morning tapping the paperwork again. People are coming in and valuable items are missing.
Great. So we're running thievery.
I think it's somebody using shadow to hide their theft.
Maybe it's someone who leaves the lights on at night.
Either way, you were given a house.
Yes, with a hole in it.
It didn't have one when you walked in. So
Having a hole in the roof is so against the building code. That should have never transferred ownership before that was fixed.
all right, you're absolutely correct. I'll talk to the mayor and we'll get it straightened out. So should I contact
At least someone can reimburse me for the supplies.
the scrawny traveler and let them know they're going to need some more rooms open for you?
Depends. Is he paying for the repair job?
Well, we'll reimburse you the money for the repair job.
But that also implies we no longer have a house.
Exactly.
Yeah, I trust my own work more than someone else's. We'll send them the bill.
Now, are y'all going to handle the shadows as y'all were compensated for?
Do we have a choice?
Oh yes, you
Do
always have
you-
a choice.
Do you have a source or maybe like another valuable item that they might like that you may want to say part with for an evening?
No. And she
No?
looks at you like, you're not getting anything out of me. It's-
Is there a pattern to the theft? Like, did it go through town or was it just random?
looking over these parts, we've got miners seeing shadow enter their tent and then something missing. Just all over town.
What are the things missing? Sentimental value or
these
more like monetary value?
looks like most of this is monetary.
So monetary over like sentimental.
Yeah, this there's nothing really in here. Nobody's ever said it was sentimental on it.
Well, I mean, we had a grandmother's brooch that was stolen that we heard about.
Yeah,
That's why we asked.
Selena. Yeah, she hated her grandmother.
Okay, so no sentiment there.
So,
Well, if it's monetary, then maybe we should scope out the gemstones over there at Eclipse Gems.
yeah, he had several several thousand gold worth of items stolen.
Does he still have a few things?
Can we get a copy
yep.
of the reports?
Yes, and she hands it to you. There's about 15 of them in there.
Okay, does it have times on them? Like when they were stolen, so we can kind of start
Yeah.
from the beginning? And
It looks like the stolen items were not discovered missing until the following day.
okay,
I should probably stole the copper cup.
And not everyone saw a shadow on the night that an item was stolen, but they have seen the shadows. They've continually seen shadows.
Okay.
so the thievery might be unrelated to the shadows.
We don't know.
Do we want to start at the mine camp and then go to where since it seems to have started at the mine camp?
Is there any place that can sell something like for 100 gold that I can buy, that I can be like, oh look, this is very valuable, and maybe show up around so I can be a target?
Well, you have a general store and a gem cutter.
I'm going to the gem cutter for a minute while they shake.
All right. So the tank is heading to the gem cutter. Is anyone going with them?
I just follow whoever looks interesting at the time.
Well, I'm going to talk to the miners
Okay.
and ask them what they saw, because they apparently were the first ones to notice something stolen.
Give me an investigation roll.
I'll go with the tank.
All right.
19.
19.
Yeah.
So you get that it was a shadow, just like we've been seeing. Been seeing them since those mist weavers. I saw one of them going in my tent. I went in after him, and he wasn't nobody there.
Was it humanoid shaped going in?
Well, as much as a shadow could be a humanoid. It's a weird word, I guess. It weren't no animal, I can tell you that.
And you saw no one come out of the tent.
Well, hell. And he turns and he's like pointing at, and this is a small little, like tent. It's literally there's 2 bunks in there and a little table with a lamp on it and a little table that's got some cards scattered on it, some playing cards.
Okay. Where was the item that was stolen? Was it
Well,
in the bunk, or was it on the table?
no, it wasn't on the table. And he kind of looks around. You don't tell nobody. And he motions you inside. He
Okay.
closes the flaps. He gets down and he reaches under the bed. And then you hear some like wood on gravel. And he pulls out a small little chest.
Okay.
Because I keep it hidden there. Of course, now I got to change my hiding spot.
I'm gonna inspect the box, see if there's like scrapings from lockpick or anything like that.
Oh, it's not a locked box. It's just got a
Okay,
little
just a
hinge,
box.
just a little box with a hinged lid.
So totally unsecure. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna write that down on the report that it was an unlocked box and anybody could have gotten into it if they found it. And it could have been missing longer than the day, even.
But you get similar stories
From all the
from
different.
all of them,
Okay.
and there's
So,
various hiding places.
spots, right.
Yeah.
None of them are probably locked though.
No, there were there were no locked boxes.
Okay. I'm gonna go meet them at the gem
All right.
fairs if they're still there.
All right, so it'll be a little bit. So, Tank and Winidar make it to Eclipsed Gems. You can see there's a wrought iron gate blocking the door, and there's a string hanging there.
I pulled the string.
You pull the string, you hear from inside a bell ring. After a few moments, you hear a series of locks from the door that you can see open, and an individual walks out with large eyes. I'm talking, you've got bug eyes. This is fish eyes.
Oh, another GlyphBorn.
And around their neck, they've got a series of little pieces of glass on a chain that hangs around their neck, and there's probably about 15 different sizes of these little rings encapsulating glass. And on their waist is a series of tools. Winidar, you recognize every single tool that is on this belt. They're all for cutting gems. Can I help you?
Do you want to do the talking?
No, I'm asking you the question.
Oh,
Can I?
well, you see, we were, first of all, have you seen shadows? We're investigating that.
All right. This individual walks forward pulls out another key and unlocks the gate that's barring y'all. Come on in.
Thank you. Is the character Angel's playing coming with us? Or
Yeah,
where is
she's
she?
following along.
Okay, come on. I look back and I say, come on.
She trots in.
You're one of the wild ones, aren't you?
Just looks at him.
So, what questions?
Okay, there has been reports of shadows coming around, stealing valuable stuff. Have you seen any shadows?
Oh yes, I've seen them. I've been seeing the shadows since the Mistweavers took all them miners. About every night. Seen a few of them in here. And then I guess this is what you want. Come back. And they lead you back into another room. The one that you had entered in has a couple of cases and just some price listings on cases, but there aren't any gems in these cases. And she goes, yeah, back here. And in the back, you see grindstones, small hammers and chisels, all kinds of other little increments, a little flywheel that she can grind the stones on, and there's a lot of tools back here. Because they got into one of my cases. Them damn thieves took about 1,000 gold worth of gems.
Oh. Do you report it?
Yeah, that's why you're here, isn't it?
We're investigating in general. There has been a lot of stealing. I was wondering if you could make a gem type that looks very valuable, so I can be like a target for them to come to me. It's easiest that way.
Oh,
It just needs it to look fancy. It doesn't need to be fancy. Just so that it looks bright and shiny.
Exactly.
um,
It has to look like it is very valuable, even if it's not.
I mean, if you can't do it, I can always try my hand at it if you'll let me borrow some of those tools.
but I did have some items that were like that. If you noticed that the cases in the showroom there were all empty.
Yes.
And then she reaches she goes around a table, bends down, comes back up, and she's got this. I'm holding something up, my hands up like y'all can see me. I hate it when that happens. And I'm still doing it. So she's got this thing that's probably about a foot across. It's a bucket. And she sets it on the table there in front of you, and she goes, that's what they did with the fake stuff.
They
Looking
destroyed
inside,
it.
you see, now that it's broken pieces, you see that there were glass gems, glass that had been cut to look like gems, and all of it's cracked and broken. They seem to be able to tell the real from the fake.
We really need to have something valuable so that I can be really the target and not just be like a comedic relief. Great.
About this time, well, no, you're still asking around. All right, so what's your next step?
The other two man goes like, I'm empty. That was the only idea I had.
Well, I didn't. Oh,
Sorry.
Okay, I like I said, I'm gonna head to the
yeah.
uh,
I'm just trying to gauge, how many people you ended up talking to and how long that would take you.
I'd say probably 5 to 10 people.
Yeah. So it's going to take you just a little bit longer. Wait a minute. Who was doing that?
Me.
Okay.
I don't think anybody went with me.
Yeah, so what is my stuff is acting a little strange. So Silaso, what are you doing?
Elias?
Huh?
I was with the tank.
You're with the tank? Okay, you're in the gym store
Yeah.
also. Okay.
I had stated that I was with the tank.
Okay, I'm sorry I missed that.
You're good.
All right. So as y'all do this investigation, you do hear you approaching the gym cutter from the outside. You see the grate there and a string hanging.
Okay. Let's see here. Oops, wrong button. There we go.
The rest of y'all are kind of going through the glass to see if there's something in there that can still be usable.
I'll pull the string as hard as I can, which I'm not very strong. But...
Okay, it doesn't take much, and you hear a ringing inside. And she goes, "Oh, there's someone else. I can't have you back here. Could y'all? You could take the bucket with you."
I like the lights on.
I take the bucket to the front.
And she gets y'all back out of the front, and she closes and locks that door, and then goes around, unlocks the front door. Yes. Can I help you?
Can I see past her? Like, to the group?
Yeah.
I'm going to point and say, I'm with them.
All right. She comes on out, unlocks it, lets you in, and locks it back up.
So she seems very frustrated. Yeah.
That's... Well, yeah, she's obviously frustrated because she's missing out on 1,000 gold. Well, is there anything else?
I'm going to kind of a little bit relay to everybody, including her, that the miners said they have seen shadows and that there's stuff come up missing after they saw the shadows. So it was fairly valuable stuff.
Here
Probably
too,
not
they stole over 1,000 gold worth of merchandise. It looks like they are targeting certain places that they know that have maybe a lot of gold. And they destroy everything that is not valuable. And I show them the case.
Well, the cases are fine. It's just the items that were in the case are now in a bucket.
All broke to
Exactly.
crap.
So in the bucket, there's like pieces of glass and stuff. Are there any metals?
No, she is a gem cutter. She's not a metallurgist.
Okay, so no metals from like chains or anything like that.
No.
Okay.
So they
Looking at what's in the thing and then her display case, what the displays were showing were reading the signs. It says, ruby, and then Starfire cut, and whatever, there's like 4 different cuts there, and then the next sign is, sapphire, and then it's the same listing of cuts. And looking at the thing, you can see it was just a bunch of gems shown with different cuts.
Okay, so what I'm going to see about, can I have this bucket? I think I can do something with this.
Yeah, it's useless to me. It's
Okay, I'm going to take the bucket and
I
tug
hope
along with it. Now, the bucket, what is the bucket made of? Is it like a wooden bucket? Is it a metal bucket?
No, it's a little metal bucket.
Okay, I got this. I'm going to toddle off to the forge.
All right.
I just look at him like, is she going? What?
All right. And I need to speak to the forge person.
So this very large man comes out. You looking for me?
Yes.
How you doing? I'm Gordon. What can I do for you?
Hello, Gordon. I was wondering if I could borrow your furnace for a little bit. I can give you 10 silver for the time that I use it for.
All right. How long? How long?
Oh, it should only take maybe 2 hours.
2 hours? That's a lot of, work that I could be doing in 2 hours.
I'll tell you what.
A lot of work
I'll
that can make me.
sweeten the pot for you. I'll sweeten the pot for you. I will use the forge for 2 hours, and then I will come back tomorrow and assist you in your services.
Give me a persuasion roll.
Good luck.
I just moved computers. Let me roll a die. That is 13 total.
13 total.
Beautiful.
He leans over towards you. I'm gonna work you hard. Like you ain't ever been worked before.
In the wizard.
And he points over to the forge. There you go.
I need another.
Okay. So what my plan is I'm going to throw the glass into a bullet and melt the glass together, and I'm going to have that on one side of the furnace, and then I'm going to actually throw the bucket in and melt the bucket down and turn it into what will look like a jewel encrusted dagger.
Okay. All right, so that is definitely going to take a couple hours. And I'm going to need, are you going to, so when you melt the glass down, you're going to cut it and all that stuff?
Yeah.
All right, so you're looking at least 4 hours there altogether.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a crafting roll. You're going to give me 2 of them.
Okay, crafting rolls. We have a 15.
All right.
And, that's an 11.
That's an 11.
That's
all right.
I want to craft the dagger part. Actually, the glass is going to probably melt first, so I'm going to craft the gem first, and then I'll use the 11 for the dagger, because it takes longer for metal to heat.
Okay. So you get the gem. It looks decent. The glass is, because of the multiple colors and the reds and the blues and the sapphires, it's got a deep, dark, almost purple look to it. So It's a little like purple leaning into green because of
Okay.
a yellow citrine looking glass that was in there.
Almost like a fluorine.
Almost.
Okay. Cool.
But it's definitely, it does have that frosted look that a piece of fluorine would have.
Okay.
But it's passable.
All right. Cool. Cool. Passable. I like passable. Passable is definitely good and on the table.
And the dagger, in dim light, it's passable as a dagger. It comes out. Do not get me wrong, it comes out. But it's anybody looking at it that could see it would go, no, I'll pass on that. Thanks very much.
It was only 11. It's not my best work. I was in a rush. I only had 2 hours to do this.
Yeah, forged in fire, you failed.
Yeah, exactly. It does not heal.
It does not cut. It does not make it past the first round.
I love that show.
That's why I guessed about 2 hours. I just got done watching a bunch of that.
Yeah, I went through and binge watched all of them.
Yep.
All right. So yeah, while Winidar is doing Winidar's thing, what are the rest of y'all doing for these 4 hours?
Okay, I'm gonna look through the rest of the list of who was robbed.
The majority of Selena was robbed at the fish and fur trade. You know that what are the Morris, the gem crafter, was robbed. There's been a couple other people, but mostly the majority of the robberies were the miners.
Okay.
Simply because that's probably because they're the most populous
and the easiest to rob.
Yep.
I'm gonna go ask if they've checked the city vault or the town vault.
Well, as you're walking through,
One of them,
as you're walking
I'm gonna
through,
ask one of them.
all right, as you're walking through the town, you do notice that there are more guards there than there have been when you arrived.
Okay.
It looks like they doubled the guard.
At the vault?
Yes.
So they discovered it's been robbed also.
Well, until you go up and talk to either the captain, the mayor, or one of the guards at the vault, you don't know for sure. But they've definitely heightened security.
I think I'll go talk to the captain because it makes more sense to talk to the person that would be in charge of the guards than the guards.
All right. Make your way back down to the watch house. And she's still in there talking with people. She sees you and waves you back. Well, anything to report?
We are getting closer, but we haven't found any definitive evidence of who did it. I was wondering if the town vault had been robbed also.
No, it was not. It has not been robbed.
So they're hitting stuff that isn't completely secure.
And I worry that if this isn't taken care of quickly, that it's going to be a problem come the festival.
But there's no pattern to how things were robbed. Just kind of random. That's what gets
Yep.
me.
I have a plan.
Hold on. Everyone that's been, so Winidar definitely not because you're busy, but the rest of y'all that have been wandering back and forth through town asking the questions, give me a perception roll.
Okey-doke.
And Angel, just for the nature of your character, you're gonna have advantage on this.
Advantage, okay.
Ooh, natural 20 and 21 total.
Well, that advantage did nothing for me, a plus.
So what was it, Angel?
A total of 12.
12? Okay.
I got 21.
All right.
Nat 20.
So you're nat 20. Walking through, you noticed that one of the ships that come down the river here that pick up supplies, there was a lot of passengers getting off. And they didn't look like the miners, like people coming to make their fame and fortune. You don't pick this up as a tourist town, but there's some people, there's a lot more people that are here now. And the rest of y'all kind of notice this on the street a little bit. You're not too much because y'all are used to people, but it seems like everyone's out and about today. There's more people in town than what you would normally expect.
Did they look rather shifty, or they look?
No, there's all ages.
So this is the beginning of the festival.
Seems like it.
Great.
I have a plan.
Okay, what's your plan?
We ask the guards to leave the boat defenseless, but we are inside them, waiting for them to come. As soon as they enter, surprise, motherfucker.
So I take it you kind of went along with them. You're in the office as well.
Yeah.
All right. So you're saying that you're detailing your plan out, and the captain looks at you. No, because if you fail, all of the town's wealth is gone, and if you fail, all of the town's wealth is gone. You want me to put you in our town vault, lock you in there, and remove the guards? No. You
sound guilty.
You have got to be out of your mind.
I'm so glad I'm not there for this conversation.
I think we found the robber.
I'm beginning to wonder.
I'm so glad I'm not there for this conversation.
The only one that's Vinegar from stealing from church at first.
You're okay. You broke up on that one.
Come on.
Sonny, you broke up, so I didn't hear what you said.
No, he's out of character. They're saying, oh, I think he's the one. Come on. He's the one that said no to Vinegar when he was stealing the church. And he's the one that's stealing the church.
I mean, he did that while we were standing there. It's not really as shady as you asking them to get rid of guards.
Not off the cards. I say turn down the cards. Like the
But you're
security.
still asking them to get rid of guards on their vault where the entire town's wealth is.
Like I said, I had a plan. It didn't say. I didn't say it was a good plan.
Yes, it's not. Uh,
Maybe you shouldn't come up with plans anymore.
I'm not thinking.
oh,
I'm not thinking.
I've known you for 3 weeks. No. You have to be as part of the you have to be part of the town guard for at least 3 years before you were even assigned to the vault.
Hey Lee, question for you.
Yes.
Is there any way I can, like, I have the dagger in a scabbard. Is there any way I can say, like, make just the handle look good, like polish a turd,
Give me another crafting roll.
One crafting roll coming up. Come on, baby. Don't let me down, dice. That's an 11.
11.
Oh.
It looks a little bit better.
A little bit shiny.
Yeah, I mean
nice polish on the wood.
If you put it in a sheath, it'll definitely pass a little bit better.
Yeah, that's what the plan is. Just a simple leather sheath, but like have the main focus be the gem that was created, or the gem that was created with the air quotations.
All right. So, do you have any other plans besides being put in our vault alone? All right. Somebody's buzzing.
It's Robbie again.
Robert.
Sorry.
We always know who it is.
It's a very specific type of buzz that I've grown very accustomed to at this point.
We've grown accustomed to it, but that doesn't mean we still like it.
No. Definitely not.
So,
did the trade post get robbed?
yes.
Tabors, okay.
The fur
the Tabor's trade post, and then the fish and fur.
No, it did not. Just the fish and fur.
Okay. And who lives in the house like across the street from the not okay, I guess it'd be next to the trade post. Because I think if they're going to step up, they're going to go for that, not the vault with the extra guards.
7 is the restaurant. 4 is another house.
Number 6, there's the house that's
6 is the trade post.
Yeah, but the number 4, the house that's like
that one.
Yeah,
the house.
The house between the trade post and the watch house.
Watch house, yeah. Because I think that would be the closest one to be able to get to the trade post if it's being robbed, and easy to watch. And I think it would look suspicious if we set up a tent in between the two. It'd look weird. Or just wandered around.
So what do you want to go see that, or?
Yeah, I was going to talk to the people and see if they would allow us to put some people to watch, and then maybe the other house or the restaurant would let us put people in there to watch, so we get kind of at least two-sided view of the trade post. and maybe still be able to kind of watch the vault. But I think having the guards at the vault would be probably enough.
So you go to the house that's there, knocking on the door, and there's a individual opens the door, and there's a moderately dressed, middle-aged man there with a face full of freckles and very thin hair.
Okay. I'm gonna say hello, sir. Would you be willing to help us out to investigate the thefts going on around town and allow us to borrow your house for a night?
He's like starts scratching his head. You want to borrow my house? As he moves his fingers, you can see like pieces of hair just falling down.
Okay, this guy is ill. Yes, we would like to borrow your house for the night. I'll give you some silver if you allow us to use it.
Well, okay, but I understand that y'all took over the temple down there, Gomar's Forge from
Yeah. Yes, we did.
Did you happen to find any start scratching his head again? You see a little bit more hair fall out. Any tonics in there? Maybe one. Maybe one with the name of Bryson on it.
I don't recall seeing one.
If that was the case, see, Ilaria used to make me this tonic, and he pulls and drops a few more pieces of hair. Not like a lot, like clumps, just a strand or two. If y'all would be allowing me to take a look over there, I'll let you watch the house. That's keep the silver.
I'll discuss that with the rest of them if they want to allow him to search and find his tonic.
At least maybe I could find the recipe she used.
I have no problem with that. I don't know about the rest of my friends.
If you allow me a peek, you can use the house, but if not, no. And he closes the door on you.
Okay. I will knock again, and just since nobody seems to be listening, just tell them, that he's going to go search for his tonic or the recipe. I mean, somebody can follow him and watch him if they'd like.
That's what I was gonna say. If one of us is with him.
I'm going to tell him he can search, but one of us is going to
Oh,
help him.
That's fine.
Okay. And then
Well, that is. Sorry, go ahead.
and then after we're done talking to him, I was going to go talk to whoever owns the Bird restaurant.
All right. What are the rest of y'all doing? So he immediately, So he puts on a hat on his head and immediately walks outside and says, "All right, hey, you can do whatever," and goes with Tank over to the temple.
Okay.
All right.
And while they're doing that, I was going to go and talk to Selena and let her know that we have been contacted by the city guard and we are investigating the shadows that seem to be persisting around the town.
Oh, aren't you sweet?
And because I had told her I'd let her know once we had figured out what we were doing, I'm just following up on that.
All right.
And I'm gonna
You're such a
post my
nice GlyphBorn.
I try to be. We have such a bad stigma about us.
Yeah. And she just kind of goes off into a daze for a moment. Well, I gotta get back to work.
All right, have a nice day.
All right, thank
and
you.
I'm gonna go then and sit by the river and do some more fishing. See if I can't catch dinner for the night.
Okay.
We're gonna get tired of seafood.
As you're heading down, you see people have started making like along, because you have the river there. The river is right next to a lake. It feeds into a lake. Actually, the lake feeds into the river. And you're noticing as you're down there that people have started setting up tents, like camping tents. I started setting them up right there along the bank. All right.
I'm gonna go talk to the restaurant owner.
All right. Can I help you?
Yes, I was wondering if we could watch your store for the night and make sure it doesn't get robbed.
I wouldn't worry about that. I've heard the rumors already and the stories of people being robbed. I don't keep anything valuable here.
Okay. We would also, since it's going to be empty, like to use it to watch for anybody attempting to rob the trade post next door.
Very well. Just please, that's fine. I know you're working for the guard, and just don't make a lot of noise because I sleep upstairs.
Okay.
Lock up after you go.
I'm not leaving.
No, I meant him.
Ah,
Well,
but it looks like it's going to start to get busy. So we may be open late tonight.
oh, I'm sure that any thievery will happen after you're closed.
Like I said, they're already starting to arrive. So,
Well, I will be back after or towards closing time then.
all right, very well. And she wanders back into the kitchen. You can hear her start yelling at people to move it. That got to get, typical chef talk.
Right. We got to get the food out.
Who made this roux? This roux is shit. It's like Gordon Ramsay's in the kitchen yelling at people.
This tastes like bird crap. Yeah.
So, Angel, which group have you been following?
The one with Tank.
Okay.
She did back talk him a little bit. So
So he goes into the front. He goes, I've never gone past this point. I don't know where she would keep notes and recipes and tonics. I imagine it's back there. And he kind of looks around at the others that are there with him. Like, can I go back there? Yeah. So he literally starts going in. As he goes to the back, he starts to get a little bit more excited. He opens up the first door into the bedroom and just kind of starts looking around, going back into that bathroom there, like opening. Like now, he's starting to get a little more frantic-y as he goes from there around to the pantry. And then he looks at the staircase and looks like, oh, I don't know if I should go down the stairs or go search the rest over here. And then he goes around to the kitchen, kind of like goes through that, and then comes back out. Where did she put it? Now,
She did do a lot of her work downstairs, didn't she?
I don't know. Now, did y'all leave the secret passage open or closed?
Close.
Closed.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So he tentatively kind of was looking at you as he starts going down the stairs. You hear him say, "This is so weird," and he just kind of stops at the base of the stairs and just sees all of the scrolls and the books, and a vision of distraught comes across his face. Sadness. I'll never be able to find it. Who was I kidding? I can't
How
even
does it
read.
look? Then why do you want the? If you can't read, why do you want the recipe?
So maybe I
You
can
could give it
find
to
some.
somebody that does read.
Thank you.
What?
Strange thing.
Squints at him.
And he pulls the little hat off, like all sad, and just pulls it down over his face. I just wanted my hair back. And just kind of plops down at the base of the stairs. I feel for this guy.
I feel for this guy.
You see Sam going like this way, follow me, and just open the secret passage. Maybe he's in there.
His eyes open up a little bit more. She really, and kind of glances in and sees the marred up table and all of the just stuff that's in there. It's like, it'd probably be in this room. Could y'all help me find it?
Sure.
So give me investigation rolls.
Eesh, okay, investigation. I don't have any pluses and I have disadvantage.
I
I
will.
should have done more.
Are we still doing the disadvantage thing?
Yep,
You're
and
not proficient?
if you're not
Okay.
proficient,
Yeah. 11.
5.
I got 11.
okay. With the 11, you're kind of just going through stuff, and you do find just scrawled on this paper, the guy's name.
Bryce.
Yeah, let's go with that.
So I call him over. I'm like, "Is this your name?
Ah,
What's your name
yes.
again?" Okay.
Wait,
Well, this
you
has your
couldn't
name on
read.
it.
What?
You can know his name.
He introduced himself.
Oh,
as
she said
Bryce.
it?
I don't
Okay.
remember. I don't remember what I gave you information. I remember his last name, but I didn't give you all his last name.
No, you said his name was Bryce.
Yeah, but I gotta find my notes on him.
I don't know how.
I'm pretty sure
it's
this
spelled.
is your name on this, so this might be what we're looking for.
Huh. I think
Open it and read it. And see if it's inside. If it says something about hair.
She'll open it and look at it.
give me an Arcana roll.
Oh, that's
shit.
not something that she has, I think. Let me check. No, it is not. It's a disadvantage.
Good luck.
It's a 4.
Jeez.
Yeah, you're not sure.
I hand it off to somebody else. This isn't what I'm for.
I'm gonna pick it up and going to the ones that know a little bit of magic. Hey, can you read this? If she can't, I know I can't. Here you go. Who of the ones that do magic are with us?
None of them, I think.
I'm not
Yeah, I
with
think
you.
it was just
Yeah.
you two that were up there.
Well, I'm an
Okay,
engineer. I
okay,
might be
yeah.
able to read it.
You're not with us. Are you back?
I don't know. Did you take longer than 2 hours?
I would probably say with the questioning and they're probably right at the 2 hour mark.
Okay, so I should probably head back to the thing. Yeah, I would thank the smith and tell him that I'll be back tomorrow to pay my due. I'll give him his 10 silver and be over.
How long would it take me to discuss that with the owner of the restaurant?
Yeah, you're probably being able to have it wouldn't take that long after your other discussions.
So I would probably be there within 10, 15 minutes of them
Yeah.
getting there. So
So Arcana. Oh, that is a 19.
There you go.
All right. So this is definitely a elementally infused infusion or tincture. And by reading through this, you're fairly sure you could probably throw this together. And with
Let's see if I make him bald.
you get the
That is
idea.
a 4. Here you go. I'm certain I got this right.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh, that's gonna come around to bite me in the rear.
Yeah. Some of the things you notice in the spell work and the ingredients were things like ivy, moss, and then it was just activated with a little bit of mana. But and with using the element of earth as part of it. So it doesn't take much to get it activated and growing and working.
Now, put this on your head, and then what I recommend is you just go and grab a little dirt, rub it into your scalp really good.
I've never had to rub dirt in before.
Trust me, it's gonna feel weird at first, but I mean, let me tell you, to exfoliate like that, it's gonna feel amazing.
Oh.
Zeta is eyeballing him.
Ah.
I'm guessing that's gonna be a deception.
Wait till you. I've been. Huh? Yeah. Give me a deception roll on that.
Zeta's like, this guy always talks big shit. I bet you this is another one of his.
Nope, I don't. He kind of looks at you weird. He goes, I think I'll just follow the instructions that she gave me.
Okay, you're lost. I'm just imagining Lee's face right now.
So, I picked up some books the other day. If you find these books, I recommend them. There's a whole series of them. They're called the Game Master's Book of, and I've got 4 out of this series. One of them's a book of NPCs. One of them is a book of like random encounters. There's a book of traps. But then there's a book of the DM's astonishing random tables. And within this book, within these random tables, they have a potion. They have multiple potion tables. One for getting the potion correct, one for doing not so correct, and one for doing like mixing potions. That's an interesting one. So what I need you to do now, since you have mixed this potion, I need a percentile roll.
Oh, that is a 43. This poor guy.
So the potion or the tincture, as he looks at it, he goes, you must have modified and you see
I mixed it at a different time of day. She did it at night. I did the daytime. The extra light, it just changed the color.
Okay, because this appears to be a cloudy blue liquid, and it seems to have some sort of something kind of floating in it. Almost, it reminds you of a thunderstorm cloud against a dark blue, that bluish gray, right before storm color sky. That's what appears, and that's what this bottle kind of appears like. It appears like there's a storm front in this bottle.
You just put that on, and let me tell you, thoughts will just enter your head. We call it brainstorming.
Well, I didn't need thoughts. I needed hair.
You see those sparks in there? Like the little electricity? That's going to stimulate the follicles.
Give me another deception.
And electrocute the fuck out of you too.
Give me another deception roll. Get this poor bastard.
7?
I
I wish I was proficient in that, because the other one would have been an 18.
Uh, yeah, I think it just kind of rolls up the directions of the tincture. And he takes your bottle. And he's like, oh, okay, yeah. Thank you. Bye, and just starts walking out. Now, where is
Oh
that
my
weather
God.
chart?
If he looks around, he's gonna see Tank just face palm and saying, "Dude, like, no, he's not doing that."
Would you like some too? I mean, you're looking a little bit steam up top there too. I can make you a batch as well.
No.
I mean, it is called brainstorming. You weren't doing very well earlier with the, plan. With
That's
the
not
guards.
my forte. I'm a fighter, not a thinker. That's his
So-
job.
Maybe
and I
you
point
do
out.
need that potion then.
So, luckily, it's not. It is cloudy weather, but it's not thunderstorm weather.
Okay, I'm afraid. What happens if it's thunderstorm weather?
Now, as y'all start making y'all's way back around through town, and this poor guy has gone off somewhere. Y'all meet.
Oh God.
Y'all meet back up. Back at the Bird. And this place is now
Everybody?
packed.
Oh, evidently the bird is the word and the place to eat.
And there's another ship dropping off passengers.
I look at the others and go like, this is gonna be a trouble. Because if they don't attack that place, they're surely gonna attack the newcomers.
All right. And it is currently 11:49 here, which means I know some of y'all have to get up at work, so we're going to end that here for tonight.
10:49.
Huh?
10:49.
He always ends it around this time.
I may have said the wrong number because my brain saw the
Yeah.
wrong number.
But I knew what you meant because, yeah.
Look, either way, we're ending the game. Oh, those rolls. Oh, my goodness. So,
That poor gentleman.
Those are the dice gods for you.
so thank any of y'all that are watching. We'll come back and join us next week while they see all of the people that have come into town, find out what the deal is with the shadows, try to catch a thief, and
see if a man grew hair.
and see if a man grows hair.
The last part
Yeah.
is the one that we are.
That's the one. That's the NPC, isn't it? That's the poor bastard that I'm gonna have to come up with a backstory for.
Yeah, probably. We just
He's
made
gonna
him a
be-
villain.
That's the guy that's gonna keep coming back, going, "My cabbages."
My
Instead
follicles.
of cabbages, it's gonna be
My hair.
my third back.
My follicles.
All right. Thank y'all for watching. Come back and see us next week. I also started streaming my Tuesday night game, the one I actually get to be a player in, on here as well. So Tuesday night and Wednesday night, come and watch us and check us out. Till next time, go forth and roll some dice. Y'all have a good night.
Hey,